EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the Ocean Course at Kiawah Island, we bring you first-round coverage of the Carolina Open. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. We've got a tie at the very top at 4 under to this point. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to close the deal this week after a strong top 5 finish a week ago. Frank, this tournament here at Kiawah, a special one, no question in its own right. It's so beautiful here, and there's a lot at stake. But for a young golfer, just curious, how do you keep the focus on the here and now, knowing full well that next week is the Masters?
That's the magic question, Rich. And I think that's really the definer of the best in the game and the also-rans. I would put it down to an old cliche, tomorrow never comes. Right? We always live in today. And if you have to resist looking forward, we know a huge event is going to be the following week. But really, as an athlete, you have to get better day by day. So the goal today is to be a better player today than what you were yesterday. Tomorrow, which I know I just said, never comes. You've got to do the same thing again. Now it's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
12 feet still to go. Just going to sneak on by. Safely in. It's a par here at first, and he'll stay at level par. Frank, looking out onto that marsh, no doubt there are alligators roaming around. So it's a good time to remind our players that this is where they decide how much of that marsh they want to bite off with the tee shot here.
Yeah, I don't really advise biting too much off, Rich. This is almost an S-shaped par 5. I mean, there's a long run-up down that right side. So basically anything in a straight line, a good tee shot, still going to be able to reach.
And that will make going for this par 5 into much more difficult, as that is into the fairway bunker. And make sure you catch this cleanly as second to the par 5.
A little unlucky in that fairway bunker. Really not much you can do. Just get it out. And this is now a long hole.
He's set up for his third shot here, looking to get it on the green with this.
Perhaps a little too ambitious on that approach shot. Trying to get it to spin that much from behind the flag. Yeah, still, outside chance for birdie.
We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
And this is a putt you should make 7 out of 10 times. Looks to be dead straight, nothing to push it offline.
Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and it just skips a foot or so by. That finished off for a par. He with the second, and he'll stay at even par. Up next, the 390-yard par 4 third, where you stand on an island-like tee, driving across the marsh to an extremely wide fairway. You have to be precise on your approach here because of the elevated tabletop green. Miss the putting surface, and par is a challenge. Solid. Good drive in the fairway. So after the big drive, this a short approach to the par 4.
Job was made harder by the second shot coming up short, but excellent use of the flop shot and a chance to escape with a par.
Nicely done. It is a par here at the 3rd. And he'll stay right where he is. Well, Frank, this is the hardest hole on the outward 9. What makes it so difficult?
It's dead flat, Rich. There's very little that you can see off the tee, so you have a blind tee shot with a big carry.
Yeah, that's in the fairway. It's a long way back there, but a good, safe shot. That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. That is a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he'll remain right where he is. Here we are now at the first par 3 on the course, 207-yard fifth. Massive green will entice you, but be careful. If you're on the wrong part of the putting surface, a 2-putt will be a challenge. A little too much spice on that one. That flies the green, and he'll be chipping out of the rough. Second shot now, here at the par 3. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and he'll stay right where he is. Pete Dye always felt that the best way to play this sixth hole, Frank, was right to left off the tee with the wind coming off your left shoulder. You agree with that? Is that the right way to go?
Yeah, I still think you've got to hit it down that left side. One of Pete Dye's sort of genius architectural traits is he forces you to aim what you think is in the right direction. Then when you get down there, you realize it's too far to one side. This looks like you should hit it down the right, but promise me, hit it down the right, you're going to be in the rough.
And that, I do believe, is into the bunker. A lot to worry about here as he digs in for his second.
I always knew when I was swinging well, fairway bunker shots from a long distance, so you've got to hit it clean. But when you do, you can still hit it close. Great shot.
A 5-footer now for birdie. Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. Kiawah 7 is a par 5 measuring out at 579 yards. If he can take a drive over the edge of that right side bunker area, you'll have a good chance of getting on the green in 2. Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5. Got every bit of that, flew it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. So after reaching this green in 2, this a sizable putt for an eagle. Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. Trying to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. Second par 3 here on the front side, the 8th. Frank, it appears to be relatively simple, but I'm guessing there's a little more to it.
There certainly is. You've got to respect the back of the screen on this par 3. Anything over the back is almost an automatic bogey. And also there's a faint ridge in the screen, a good 12, 13 paces on. Once the ball gets beyond that in the air, it's going to scoot towards the back of the green. So it might look simple. Give it another thought.
Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No chance. Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Okay, safely on the putting surface out of the sand. Would have maybe liked to run that up a little further, but that's not the worst shot in the world. This from about 10 feet. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll stay at 2 under. Hole number 9 here at the Ocean Course is a long par 4 at a robust 514 yards. Flat lies difficult to find anywhere from the rolling fairway to the undulating green. A 4, that's a great way to finish out this front side. That's a good strike right there, and this is going to split the middle. Now note his second from the fairway.
141 yards left to the hole. Wind is helping from behind, so you can take a little less club.
A touch long, a touch left. But still, how good can you putt?
Oh man, the speed was spot on. A good putt, but nothing to show for it. Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And he'll go out in 34, 2 under par for this front side. Here we go, making the turn, par 4, 10th hole. And Frank, what's in front of the player right now?
I prefer to see this hole, Rich, as a slight dogleg left to right. Then that way it takes out the temptation to mess around with that right side. Nothing wrong with hitting a little left of center. The hole will still open up. I know I've got to hit it across the bunker, but there's nothing wrong with that.
That one looking a little right. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. So a breeze at his back as he readies his second to the par 4.
Oh, that was a good strike. Took it straight at it, too. That one bounce and check. Well played.
So now eyeing this one for birdie. Well done there. It's a birdie to kick off the back 9. And he'll move to 3 under here. Just one shot off the lead. Not much is straightforward here at the Ocean Course. This 11th is proof positive of that. At a stout 593 yards. A handful of half-moon bunkers right are what to avoid on your tee shot. But even with a drive in the fairway, a couple of devilishly placed pot bunkers up near the hole have been known to give golfers fits. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. It is one of the more satisfying shots in golf, isn't it? Downwind to a par 5 the second, you knock it on. Chance for eagle.
Certainly shortens up the par 5, that wind at your back, Rich, but you can just surf the wind. Just let that ball carry and just sail towards the green.
That is a disappointment inside of 10 feet to not be able to get that one down. Yes, good start to this backside. Back-to-back birdies here at 10 and 11. More fun now from Pete Dye here at the par 4 12th. This is the widest fairway on the golf course, but then it is one of the narrowest approaches.
Yeah, it's also the start of two very important par 4s here at Kiawah, Rich, because the drive here and 13 has to be spot on. This one has bunkers, but both second shots will have water in play.
He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. From the fairway nota, this is second.
He's looking at 96 yards to the front, 104 to the flat stick, coming off a birdie on the previous, looking for 2 in a row.
I'm not quite sure that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
10-foot putt left. Oh, how about the run here? That a third consecutive birdie. The 13th is a tough one, no two ways about it. Par 4 at 497 yards. And that lagoon that came into play near the green on 12, well, it's now a canal that borders the entire length of this 13th. The left side, no bargain either, with 4 deep pot bunkers greeting those who play a little too conservatively. Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well. Second shot now, and has to be careful because that breeze can be tricky at his back. You don't want to overclub. You can't go wrong with finding the middle of the green. That's well done. A lot of movement on this putt left to right. I think the idea here is just to get it inside sort of a 3-foot circle. Well, this one is looking good. Could it be? Oh, never a doubt. That one was tracking the entire way. It is in for a spectacular birdie. And that's going to stretch the lead to 2 shots. par 3 14th hole, and this one is a stunner, isn't it?
It looks good, but it's not much fun to play. When you look down there, you might as well be hitting on the top of a pyramid. Look at the way it falls off, down to that sandy area on the left, a good 10 feet below. If you finish up short, it's going to roll the way back to the tee box that way, good 10 feet short. If you miss it on the right, well, that's about 10 feet below the level of the putting surface. And I'm not even going to talk about the back of the green. Please, please, hit the green.
So this wind now really becoming a problem. I mean, that ball was knocked right out of the sky. Chance now for another birdie. That, what a roll that was. A long one in for birdie. And the lead in this opening round is all the way up to 3. The 15th is a par 4 at 466 yards. The landing area is a little more benign than some of the other par 4s on the course, but missing left up near the green is where the score could really start to add up. Tell you what, the game's just coming easy right about now. 5 straight birdies on the card and another beautiful tee shot here. He'll be factoring in this breeze in his face as he sets for a second.
A little further right, a little further up. That would have been close.
19 feet away. Good job to deaden it right by the hole, but he could not get it to go in. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. He's going to hold on to that 3-shot lead. Final par 5 of the day here at the Ocean Course is the 16th. Frank, this was a pivotal hole down the stretch at the 2021 PGA Championship.
It certainly was reachable in the right conditions, but you look at that fairway, even though it's wide, it's split in 2 sections. The right side is the flat side and the top side. The left side of this fairway, it all runs down to the hill. You've got to be a little lucky, but good looking hole. That green sitting up on the top of the hill as well with huge sandy area on the left. So if anything, just respect the right side when you're coming into this part.
Ooh, some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5.
Two solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Lie looks good. Now, just needed a good bunker shot.
All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. Now this for another birdie. Oh, straight into the cup. Well done. That's a birdie here at 16. This is another of Pete Dye's toughest holes, the par 3 17th. It can get stretched out close to 240 yards in length. It's got a green that's nearly 50 yards in length. It's got water. It's got bunkers. It's got it all. Oh, this one is lost to the right. Oh, that is an uncharacteristic mistake, and that has been a round full of precision. That ball offline, off the tee, and into the water. So, back to the tee box we go as he'll try again at the par 3. Okay, that'll mitigate things a little. It is still a double bogey, though, here at the par 3. And the lead is going to drop down to a single shot. Time to get it to the house. Here we are at the par 4 18. Look, championship level golf. Frank, you know this. You contended at the majors. You want a hard-earned par on that final hole. And this is every bit of it.
And more, that's for sure, too. When you stand on this tee, it's over 500 yards long as par 4. And to remember the rest of the golf course, you are finishing a round on the longest championship golf course in the history of the game.
That, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for his second into the wind. So maybe a nice way to finish up with a good approach here to the 18th and a good chance for birdie. Chance now for another birdie. Maybe you look to the heavens here. That didn't leave much more. Okay, safely in for his par at 18. And that will be an opening round 66. That's some good playing. This a good position to be in after day one for our featured golfer. Just a shot back and playing well.
Yeah, there or thereabouts. I think that's a good indicator that they're certainly going to be in contention come Sunday.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Ocean Course at Kiawah Island, it's live second-round coverage of the Carolina Open. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. The Stanford man, Maverick McNeely, is our leader. He shows the way at 7 under. Meanwhile, our featured golfer, definitely in contention, just one shot back at the start of play. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second with this par 4. Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad. 8 feet remaining here for birdie. Oh, well, that is not what you want to see on the first hole. He's already thinking this better not be one of those days. Safely in. It's a par here at first. And he'll remain one shot back. Frank looking out onto that marsh. No doubt there are alligators roaming around. So it's a good time to remind our players that this is where they decide how much of that marsh they want to bite off with the tee shot here.
Yeah, I don't really advise biting too much off, Rich. This is almost an S-shaped par 5. I mean, there's a long run down that right side, so basically anything in a straight line, a good tee shot, still going to be able to reach. Well, somehow, that ball's got through the other side of the tree and really hadn't lost that much yardage.
That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. Problems there, finishing off a birdie at number 2. And on the heels of yesterday's 66, he'll get it to 1 under par for his round today. Now to the third hole. The par 4 is 390 yards. You're going to drive across the marsh. The fairway is expansive. Really the challenge here is that approach shot. It's a tabletop green. If you miss it, it will be a hard-earned 4, I promise. This one tugged just a bit, the wind going to push it a little.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but it is long.
Working from the rough, here's his second at 3. didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And he'll stay at 7 under. Well, Frank, this is the hardest hole on the outward 9. What makes it so difficult?
It's dead flat, Rich. It is very little that you can see off the tee, so you have a blind tee shot with a big carry.
And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And it looks pretty much straight overall, but it's going to pick up a lot of pace as it heads down this slope. Needs to be careful.
Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he'll remain right where he is. Par 3 fifth here is 207 yards. It's one thing to hit the green, but it's another to navigate it. If you're on the wrong side, you might have a difficult time just two-putting. Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. Right around 6 feet here for birdie. Yes, a good read. It's a birdie here at 5. And with it, he'll take over the top spot on the leaderboard here on this Friday. The first of 8 straight holes heading due west is here at the par 4 6th. 490 yards. It's a slight dogleg to the left, but if you can avoid the waist area running down that left side, that makes birdie a good possibility. And that is dead center right down the middle here to start the hole. To where the hole is cut, just about 190 yards, Frank. Uses the spin there and holds the green, but a long way home for that birdie. This one measures out to 24 feet. Oh, no. Just appeared to be befuddled by the break there. Safely in for par here at the 6th. And this will stay a one-shot lead. Super wide fairway here at the par 5 7th. Definitely reachable in 2. I think you'd be disappointed if you didn't walk off with a 4 here.
That's certainly the plan of most people on this hole, Rich, and I just think of that old adage that I was taught as a kid.
Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway. Okay, that worked out well, landing just short, releases onto the green. Still a long ways to go, though, to make the Eagle 3 here.
Yeah, at least you get a nice enjoyable walk with the putter in the hand, so that certainly works out well.
That's a good eagle putt there. Beautifully weighted. And just a short one left for birdie. That one brushed in. It is a birdie here at 7. And he's worked it to 9 under par. On to the 8th hole now at 198 yards, par 3. Like so many of the greens on this front side, if you don't land it just right, there's a hard slope around the edges, so having the distance dialed in here is a must. Yeah, very good shot, taking it in right of the hole, and a good look upcoming. Now, that's going to miss right, and a good opportunity goes by the wayside. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And this will remain a one-shot advantage. The final hole on this front side is a right-to-left par 4 at 514 yards. A lone putt bunker right off the tee must be avoided. And most players will be left with a mid to long iron into a green with more than its share of humps and hollows. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. This one looks right on point.
Just think about it. You've got to cover nearly 2 football fields of distance and get it inside 5 feet. You wouldn't think that's possible.
Yep, that's nicely done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. That'll mean this is a 32 on the front, 4 under par. Through 9 holes, good time to take a deep breath and look out at that spectacular panorama, which this tee does allow you to do, Frank, is it sits right atop a sand dune. It's really pretty.
It is, and it's another hole that still goes in that westerly direction. When you look down at this fairway, you have to respect the right side. Right side is a complete and utter no-no. That's where all the big numbers come. So if you're going to air a little on the left side. The hole does open up. Second shot's going to have to be played across the bunker, but this par 4 gets your attention to start the back 9.
Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
160 gets him to the hole. Would not surprise me a bit if he were to stick this one close.
Leading is one thing, but hitting iron shots like that lead is going to increase.
A 4-footer here for birdie. Okay, well done. A couple of birdies here sandwiched around the turn at 9 and 10. And he draws 3 shots clear on this Friday. We arrive here at the 593-yard par 5 11. Off the tee, it is imperative to miss the sand areas on the right side. On the second shot, best to lay up to the right, taking the waist area on the left side out of play. Do that, and you'll have a good chance at a good score. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Be pleased with that one. On and 2, par 5. Didn't fly it there, but didn't have to. Got everything he needed out of that shot. So after reaching the green in 2, this take a full swing with a putter, but it is for eagle. Oh, that's a good stroke. Doesn't quite get the reward of the eagle, but a birdie would be a nice consolation, right? You bet, a birdie here at the 11th. And he has now moved 5 clear of the field here in round 2. More fun now from Pete Dye here at the par 4 12th. This is the widest fairway on the golf course, but then it is one of the narrowest approaches.
Yeah, it's also the start of 2 very important par 4s here at Kiawah Ridge, because the drive here and 13 has to be spot on. This one has bunkers, but both second shots will have water in play.
Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well. Now Nota his second from the fairway.
He's got 154 yards to the hole. Swinging it great today. Would not surprise me if he stuck it close.
Maybe a little too pumped up there. That just flew past the flag, but still an outside chance for a birdie.
This is a 19-foot putt. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And the lead swells to 6 here on this Friday. The par 4 13th here at the Ocean Course is a beauty, demanding strategy off the tee. challenging the canal running down the right side allows you to possibly shorten the hole, but playing away from the canal brings a cluster of pot bunkers into play left.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder, how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
Now, from just under 170 out, this is second.
Really nothing wrong with that approach shot. Just a little shy of where you'd like to finish up, but still, one good putt, maybe a birdie.
Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and it just skips a foot or so by. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. The par 3 14th, one of the most beautiful holes on the Ocean Course, but also one of the most treacherous at 238 yards. Miss the green here, and you could easily be staring at bogey or worse. Okay, that one's dancing. So this has been an absolute clinic, and that nearly the capper with a hole-in-one, but instead it is just a tap-in birdie. On to the 15th, a par 4 at 466 yards. Plenty of room in the fairway off the tee, making this definitely a second-shot hole. Because trust me, you do not want to miss left and find yourself in a waste area you need a ladder to get in and out of. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Yeah, about 145 yards left here.
Oh, just a beautiful performance, and this round looks like it's going to get even better. Just a beautiful iron shot. The sound off that club face.
The putter on point late here in the round. Birdies at 14 and 15. And he's just continuing to pour it on here on this Friday. Normally you look at par 5s as definite scoring holes. You may want to think twice about that here at the 16th. It can oftentimes play longer than it's listed, 581 yards. The defining feature is the incredibly deep bunker left of the green. Anything down there is a bogey or worse waiting to happen. Yeah, mission accomplished. On into, didn't fly it all the way there, but got enough release in good shape. Yeah, that's good pace. Just a little offline, but not too bad from that far away. Well played there. A birdie here at 16. and he continues to just build up a massive lead for the weekend. Now to one of the most famous holes in recent major championship golf, the 17th, the par 3. And Frank, I don't want to plant seeds of doubt, but when I stare at this hole with the water, I'm thinking about disaster and calamity. It's all right there, isn't it?
It's all happened here, Rich. This hole has a memory. The first time we ever saw it on TV was in the 1991 Ryder Cup, and it was the deciding hole. So many of the best players in the world actually found water. For example, even just this finish. Remember Colin Montgomery playing Mark Calcavecchio? Colin Montgomery finished bogey, bogey, double bogey, bogey, and won all 4 holes. But this one, you just try and survive.
That is going to be tough in there. That is into the heavy stuff. This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. Got it there, but not quite on target. Time to just pick up and move on to the next hole. The S-shaped 18th at 505 yards, truly one of the great finishing holes in golf. Trouble lies right off the tee with dunes and bunkers there to penalize those trying to cut the angle, and then left up near the green if you let that final approach wander offline. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. From a bit of a downslope here, his second to the par 4.
Just think about it. You've got to cover nearly 2 football fields of distance and get it inside 5 feet. You wouldn't think that's possible.
Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. And this will be a second round score of 64. That is very well done. So another look at the leaderboard, and you'll almost do a double take, Frank, our featured golfer with a EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Ocean Course at Kiawah Island Golf Resort, live third-round coverage of the Carolina Open. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. Our leader here on Saturday is our featured golfer. He's got a sizable advantage here as he looks to increase it further. Oh, a miss there. That is way right.
Now that definitely finds the rough off the first tee. Certainly not the start he was looking for.
Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay the third.
112 to the hole. Lie looks hot. Needs to be careful of the ball jumping.
Always a good shot in the rough, but now a chance for a birdie. So that's a good approach shot.
That's the way to start the day. It is a birdie here at the opening hole. He moves to 15 under. Well, this second hole at the Ocean Course is pure Kiawah. You can sort of feel and see the Atlantic surf in the distance, all those magnificent ancient live oaks, the marshes, the waste bunkers, the canal. All of it is in play, and there's some wind. And you can actually get home in two with an excellent tee shot. This is a wonderful hole. This one turning left a bit off the tee. That one going to be in great shape. So following the birdie at one, a solid drive here at the second.
Two shots around this green is always good. Now, for a little CVS, perhaps a third shot on this par 5, get one close, maybe make 4.
A 6-footer now for birdie. Can't ask for a better start to a round than this. It is back-to-back birdies at 1 and 2 to 16 under par. Frank, though the third is a short hole and it has a player licking his chops, it can really knock you off balance if you make a mistake here.
Yeah, not often you see a par 4 that you can conceivably make everything from 2 to 6 without getting wet. Even just the decision off the tee, you go for it, the ball can run over the back of the green. You lay up, you hit a little pitch shot, falls off the side, and then you're chipping backwards and forwards. I mean, it's just predicated purely by trying to hit the right tee shot for the right conditions.
93 yards is the number as he sets for his second. This is a 9-footer. Nicely done as he rolls that in for his par. He's going to maintain that substantial lead. This is a tough hole, the fourth at 484 yards, a par 4, and it's pure Kiawah. In fact, this is the hardest hole on this front side. You have to deal with the marsh off the tee yet again. The real challenge here, the winds. They can be blustery and they can make this hole a bear. Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze. That's got to be disappointing. Good lie in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Okay, pretty big swing necessary there, and that's not all that bad from that far away. That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll remain well in control of this tournament. So, Frank, here we are, the first par 3 on the golf course. And what do you make of this 5th hole?
It's really 2 holes, Rich. When the flag is on the left, it's basically one green. And when the flag's on the right, it's effectively another type of a golf shot. This green is actually 40 yards wide and separated with that little faint ridge in the middle.
Oh, yeah, nice shot there, right of the hole, and he'll have that for his birdie. Frank, not only is this the biggest green on the golf course, we are at the easternmost point of the Ocean Course.
Yeah, it's a nice view. Remember when Pete Dye designed this golf course, his wife Alice actually said you can't really see the ocean. So what they did is they raised the whole golf course, all the playing levels, up 6 feet. Now you've got a tremendous view from this corner.
That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And he's going to remain at minus 16. Heading back toward the clubhouse now, we find the par 4 6th hole at 490 yards. Right-handed golfers want to play this right to left to give themselves a good look at this green, where the lone major concern is the bunker short and left. And that ball going to land in the bunker, but fortunately it doesn't appear to have plugged. So this is second now, trying to get this out cleanly.
Now that was a tough shot coming out of the fairway bunker, so really, all in all, that's an excellent approach.
Look here at birdie.
And a very manageable look here. Just the slightest of movements to the left, but mostly level.
Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. That one finished off. It's in for par. And he'll stay right where he is. The 7th at 579 yards, par 5. Bunker will be on the mind throughout. First, you'll need to avoid one off the tee. Next, you'll need to avoid the long strip that hugs the left side of the fairway on your second. And for good measure, a moat of sand encircles the area left and beyond the green. And that one going to wind up in the bunker. Want to make sure you catch this cleanly. His second to the par 5.
Fairway bunkers on par 5s. A little bit of a roll the dice situation. And that one up through a 1. Imagine a miss club, because that ball sailed past the flag. Really just fortunate to stay on the back of the green.
One thing's for sure, he's going to have to hit this one with some pace, traveling uphill much of the way. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll remain right where he is. Second par 3 here on the front side. Frank, would you be happy walking off here with a 3? Or are you getting a little greedy here?
Hey, always greedy, but in the end, I'd certainly take a 3 more days than most. When you look at this green, just have another look and see the angle of it. The green actually angles to the right at about a 30-degree angle. That's actually what tricks most people out when they misread the wind.
That one safely on the putting surface. 13 feet away. Wow, just a hair off target. And those are the ones that will drive you crazy. Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll stay right where he is. Hole number 9 here at the Ocean Course is a long par 4 at a robust 514 yards. Flat lies difficult to find anywhere from the rolling fairway to the undulating green. A 4, that's a great way to finish out this front side. Oh boy, that has started way left.
It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
So from the rough, his second at 9.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
And I'd say this one has a little bit of right to left in it, though I think all in all, not a lot, up or down.
Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. And that's going to make this a 2 under 34 for the front side. The 10th hole at 447 yards has, like most of these holes, a few areas to avoid. The first is the steep-faced bunker right of the fairway, with the second being the large wash encircling the left-hand side on this sloped green. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Second shot coming up, just 97 yards left to the flagstick.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Nope. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll remain right where he is. Par 5 11th, and another scoring opportunity here early on the backside, Frank.
This par 5, it looks very easy to hit it down the left side, but in actual fact, you've got to aim a little down the right side, and the reason why is this fairway actually kicks or cambers from right to left. So anything down the middle, chances are it's going to finish in the rough. Find the fairway, then this hole opens up.
That is going to wind up right down Broadway. A majestic looking tee shot there.
And for a short little shot, the heavy rough certainly makes things more difficult because the rough gets between the club face and the ball. But not bad, all things considered.
Okay, that ball on line all the way. It's a birdie here at 11. He moves to 17 under par. The 12th at 484 yards sometimes feels like two different holes wrapped into one. At the tee, all you're seeing is a nice expansive fairway. But stand over your second, and you'll see that lagoon set right up on the edge of this green. Gonna work this up that left-hand side. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. So Iona, this his second from the fairway.
128 yards to get you to the front of the green. 134 the number all the way to the flag. The pin up front in the right-hand corner of the green.
Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
This is in the 30-foot range here. It's for birdie. Just gonna sneak on by. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And he'll hold tight at 17 under par. 2021 PGA Championship. This par 4 13th hole was a nightmare for a number of players, including Louis Oosthuizen and the eventual champion, Phil Mickelson. What makes it so hard, Frank?
There's nothing comfortable on this hole, Rich. It's actually one of my favorite holes. And one of the reasons why, you see the sort of sandy bunkery area there on that left side, all perfectly in play for a tee shot. So now the decision is, do I hit it short of them? If I do, I have a longer second shot. Do I challenge them? Well, if I don't find the fairway, now I'm in bigger problems. And that's just the tee shot. The second shot, that water laps almost right up to that right edge of the green. I think it's a great par 4. And that ball looked very good in the air. Just doesn't quite finish up that near to the flag, but still on the green.
Yeah, tough to know just how far out to the right to play that one. I mean, that was not far enough. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And he'll stay right where he is. The first of our holes where that ocean really comes into view is this one, the par 3 14. Go ahead, soak it all in, breathe that ocean air. It's nice, isn't it? But you'll need to snap to quickly because at 238 yards, this is no ordinary par 3. And a rare missed green there, at least as far as this round is concerned, as that'll come up short off the tee. Still work to do to get this on the green. This his second.
The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
Oh, that'll bring a wry smile. A very good putt there to save his par. And he'll remain right where he is. The 15th is a par 4 at 466 yards. The landing area is a little more benign than some of the other par 4s on the course, but missing left up near the green is where the score could really start to add up. That one flirting with the left edge of the fairway. Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
So now with the ball below his feet, got to be careful this doesn't go right. From the rough into the bunker, or the frying pan into the fire. Sometimes mistakes, they just have a way of compounding themselves. Yeah, the green just didn't want to hold that one. That'll run off into the short grass. Frank, I think you have to appreciate that he kept his head down and kept his head in the game, and he'll be able to get out of here with a bogey.
Hey, I've been watching for a while, Rich, and I haven't seen touch that good for quite a while.
Okay, a bogey here at the 15th. Unfortunately, with a big lead already, very little damage done. Final par 5 of the day here at the Ocean Course is the 16th. Frank, this was a pivotal hole down the stretch at the 2021 PGA Championship.
It certainly was reachable in the right conditions, but you look at that fairway, even though it's wide, it's split in two sections. The right side is the flat side and the top side. The left side of this fairway, it all runs down to the hill. Got to be a little lucky, but good looking hole. That green sitting up on the top of the hill as well, with huge sandy area on the left. So if anything, just respect the right side when you're coming into this par 5 green. But remember, you are playing a great par 5.
I'm not sure he got every bit of that 3-wood trying to get home to this par 5 in 2, but still in the ball game for a birdie. Okay, on the putting surface, but work to do from there. A birdie putt now at 16.
And this is going to need a little push to get it up the slope, but other than that, I don't see a whole lot of left to right in this.
Hang on. That's going to leave about 3 feet. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And he'll stay right where he is. You think TPC Sawgrass has Pete Dye's most diabolical par 3 17th? This one is a close second at 223 yards. It is a full carryover water to a green that slopes left to right towards the water. If you try to play it safe and go left, 2 deep bunkers are there to make life difficult. Frankie should be pretty good by now. He's been in quite a few bunkers today.
I've lost count, Rich, but well, I guess every now and again you got to give the bunker player a workout.
Oh, the hands came through beautifully there. Good thump of the sand and a good chance to save par. Yeah, that's good putt. It is in for par here at 17. That's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Well, you know you're playing a great hole when Pete Dye, one of the greatest architects of all time, the man who dreamed up this magnificent ocean course here at Kiawah Island, when Pete Dye said, this is his favorite hole. Enjoy it. That will do just fine. He'll be factoring in this breeze in his face as he sets for a second. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for his par here at 18. And this will be a third-round score of 70 on this Saturday. So a final look at the leaderboard, and this has just been a runaway so far. Our featured golf... PGA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Kiawah Island, just outside of Charleston, South Carolina, live final round coverage of the Carolina Open. Well, we have already seen 3 scintillating, sometimes spectacular rounds of golf. By the time twilight comes calling later today, we will have a champion as we check the Sunday leaderboard. Our leader is indeed our featured golfer. It has been a textbook performance to this point. So a missed fairway at 1, now his second. That is absolutely fine. Should make this about 80% of the time. It's for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1. And he will definitely not say no to that. Frank looking out onto that marsh. No doubt there are alligators roaming around. So it's a good time to remind our players that this is where they decide how much of that marsh they want to bite off with the tee shot here.
Yeah, I don't really advise biting too much off, Rich. This is almost an S.
Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway. It's 180 yards now to the flagstick. Had the distance right, just a tad offline. How about the chances for getting it up and down from that spot?
Yeah, it's not in the thick stuff, Rich, so that's advantage number 1. Really, the lie's pretty good. I think it's a standard pitch.
Okay, no problems there. Finishing off a birdie at number 2. He's got it to minus 18. Up next, the 390-yard par 4 third, where you stand on an island-like tee, driving across the marsh to an extremely wide fairway. You have to be precise on your approach here because of the elevated tabletop green. Miss the putting surface, and par is...
Oh, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
Ball above his feet here as he decides how to play his second. Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad. Okay, nicely done. That's in for birdie here at 3. He moves to 19 under for the tournament. Frank, a great designer like Pete Dye keeps you on your toes. So after the short third, you come to the long par 4 fourth. This is all you want, especially off the tee. You can let it rip.
You're right. It's a big par 4, that blind tee shot. That's one thing. Those bunkers down the right side. But if you don't...
And now, problems there for our leader. That ball into the very thick stuff here off the tee. Okay, 160 yards left to the flag. Frank, you have to appreciate that. That is excellent technique right there to get right around gimme range. Should help him walk away with just a bogey.
No doubt. This is such a tricky green, too, so that's very well done.
Here we are now at the first par 3 on the course, 207-yard fifth. Massive green will entice you, but be careful. If you're on the wrong part of the putting surface, a 2-putt will be a challenge. Now some touch needed here for his second.
Just nothing really on that chip shot. Just, it's a waste.
14 feet to the hole. Nope, good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by. Okay, that one brushed in for bogey here at the 5th. And he's going to fall to 17 under. This is a good par 4, the 6th. Frank, what's the right way to attack here, beginning with the tee shot?
Well, most people look at this hole and they want to aim a little right, but I'd rather be in that sandy area on the left than the thick rough, to be honest. So this is where a practice round often helps. Get a nice line, but challenge the left, but don't go too far left. Got it?
Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for his second into the wind.
And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
This is a very straight putt, but it will be fast. So you've got to be careful not to run this by if it wanders offline.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Safely in for par here at the 6th. And he's going to maintain that substantial lead. Kiawah 7th is a par 5 measuring out at 579 yards. If he can take a drive over the edge of that right side bunker area, you'll have a good chance of getting on the green in 2. And this a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. That's it. 2 solid shots right there, Frank.
Certainly taking advantage of this par 5 and comfortably on for 2.
Look at this putt. That is something special right there. From that far away to gauge that speed, that is so well done. That one brushed in. It is a birdie here at 7. Will certainly help the cause. Second par 3 here on the front side, the 8th. Frank, it appears to be relatively simple, but I'm guessing there's a little more to it.
There certainly is. You've got to respect the back of the screen on this par 3. Anything over the back is almost an automatic bogey. And also there's a faint ridge in the screen, a good 12, 13 paces on. Once the ball gets beyond that in the air, it's going to scoot towards the back of the green. So it might look simple. Give it another thought.
And that's certainly not what you have in mind standing on the tee box. That never had a chance of hitting the green. Looking back up from behind the green, a second to this par 3. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll remain well in control of this tournament. The final hole on this front side is a right to left par 4 at 514 yards. A lone pot bunker right off the tee must be avoided, and most players will be left with a mid to long iron into a green with more than its share of humps and hollows. All right, in the fairway. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze. Wow, some good action on that approach, and a birdie putt awaits. This one measures out to 15 feet. Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And he'll go out in 34, 2 under par for this front side. Through 9 holes, good time to take a deep breath and look out at that spectacular panorama, which this tee does allow you to do, Frank, as it sits right atop a sand dune. It's really pretty.
It is, and it's another hole that still goes in that westerly direction. When you look down at this fairway, you have to respect the right side. Right side is a complete and utter no-no. That's where all the big numbers come. So if you're going to err a little on the left side. The hole does open up. Second shot's going to have to be played across the bunker, but this par 4 gets your attention to start the back 9.
Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
132 yards left to the flag. Wind into the face, so you'll definitely need to account for that.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still inside 40 feet. Just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
That's the way to start the backside. A perfect read. Gets a birdie at number 10. And stop the presses if you've heard this before. He's well on his way to yet another victory on the year. Not much is straightforward here at the Ocean Course. This 11th is proof positive of that at a stout 593 yards. A handful of half-moon bunkers right are what to avoid on your tee shot. But even with a drive in the fairway, a couple of devilishly placed pot bunkers up near the hole have been known to give golfers fits.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. We really need a birdie right now.
Not an ideal result there. Hoping to maybe get this close. It is on the green, but not where you want to be. Nah, that's not going to come back enough. That'll stay on the high side.
Yeah, he needed to play it out a little bit further, and he also needed to hit it just a little harder.
So that brushed in for par here at 11. And pars are fine at this point with this tournament well in hand. More fun now from Pete Dye here at the par 4 12. This is the widest fairway on the golf course, but then it is one of the narrowest approaches.
Yeah, it's also the start of 2 very important par 4s here at Kiawah, Rich, because the drive here and 13 has to be spot on. This one has bunkers, but both second shots will have water in play.
It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. He'll be factoring in this breeze in his face as he sets for a second. Here we go.
The ball is always heading a little bit right, but inside 10 feet, there's nothing wrong with that on this hole.
Here we go. 7-footer for birdie. Okay, that'll help the cause. It's a birdie here at number 12. And after a top 5 finish last week, he's looking to go all the way and claim victory here. The 13th is a tough one, no two ways about it. Par 4 at 497 yards. That lagoon that came into play near the green on 12, well, it's now a canal that borders the entire length of this 13th. The left side, no bargain either, with 4 deep pot bunkers greeting those who play a little too conservatively. No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. A birdie opportunity here at 13.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And this is no longer a contest, folks. This one is all over but the shouting. The par 3 14th, one of the most beautiful holes on the Ocean Course, but also one of the most treacherous at 238 yards. Miss the green here, and you could easily be staring at bogey or worse. Okay, a little local knowledge there. He gets that ball to work back onto the green, and now a birdie putt coming up. Good effort, but that'll run 2-3 feet past the hole. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he's going to remain at -21. On to the 15th, a par 4 at 466 yards. Plenty of room in the fairway off the tee, making this definitely a second shot hole. Because trust me, you do not want to miss left and find yourself in a waste area you need a ladder to get in and out of. Well, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Second shot now from right at 100 yards. This one has a chance to be close.
Now, in my book, that's a good shot. You can really aim at the middle of just about every single green. If you did it all day long, some of those would finish up close. And you'd have plenty of birdie putts.
Oh, yes, a perfect putt there. It is in for birdie here at 15. And this one was over a while ago. This is just a walk in the park now. The final par 5 of the round comes here at the 16th. You'd be forgiven for turning this into a 3-shotter, because whatever you do, you will need to avoid that deep area left of the green. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Now this for another birdie. This round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16. And this is turning into an absolute runaway at the top of the leaderboard. Now to one of the most famous holes in recent major championship golf, the 17th, the par 3. And Frank, I don't want to plant seeds of doubt, but when I stare at this hole with the water, I'm thinking about disaster and calamity. It's all right there, isn't it?
It's all happened here, Rich. This hole has a memory. The first time we ever saw it on TV was in the 1991 Ryder Cup, and it was the deciding hole. So many of the best players in the world actually found water. For example, even just this finish. Remember Colin Montgomery playing Mark Calcavecchia? Colin Montgomery finished bogey, bogey, double bogey, bogey, and won all 4 holes. But this one, you just try and survive.
Yes, his speed spot on. It's a late birdie here at 17. That's going to move him to 24 under par. It's always fun, isn't it, to play a hole that oozes history. This 18th has it all. Go back to the 1991 Ryder Cup, and then the wild scene, the finish, the 2021 PGA Championship. Yes, step 1 out of the way. It is in the fairway at 18. One more good approach shot could just about seal it. He needs to be mindful of the breeze here as he sets for a second.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Oh, yeah, birdies on 15, 16, 17, and 18. Just a marvelous performance, Frank. Look, I know you love EA Sports. You play all the games. You might win Madden football by double digits, right? It is football. But in golf, double-digit victories, that's rare. That doesn't happen a whole lot.
You're right. It looked like we were playing Madden the way it was like, instead of touchdown after touchdown, it was, knock it to a foot, knock it to another foot, another birdie, another eagle. Just incredible. They just boat raced the field.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. So long, everybody.